Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep the C-No podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito McCaffrey.
Vito McCaffrey. Shout out Vito McCaffrey. Listen, I'm going to let you run the show today, Vito. I ain't got no feedback for you. You can get off any hams jokes you want. Anybody that put up a triple-double against us, I got to respect it. Go and show the San Fran sign off. All that. All that is all love.
Hold on. You said you let me run the show, right?
Yeah.
You gonna let me pass the show and let me catch the show too, like McCaffrey did on y'all?
Yeah. You can do all that. You can run all your Hams movies. You could run all your Radford movies. Whatever you want to say today, I will not say anything. I cannot say anything.
I ain't got nothing else to say about y'all.
Okay. Shout out to you too, John. Eagles definitely doing their thing. I tried to tell them. I'm just keeping it a C note. But everybody, if you're on YouTube, this your first time, please hit the sub button. Everybody else, please hit the like button. Drop a comment and also hit the bell so you can get notified. This weekend we had Lomachenko. He made it back into the ring against Jamain Ortiz. He won unanimous decision. Kind of a crazy score, if I may say so myself, but I know Jake Paul was on and some people was here, some people was there. Did y'all see any of the Lomachenko fight?
Yeah, I seen a little bit of both. I was more so watching the Jake Paul fight.
Okay. Your Oouuber will be ready after the show.
It was strictly due to Anderson Silva. I wanted to see if he still had something, but I feel like he wasn't really fighting. I feel like he just collected that check. As far as Lomachenko, I seen the majority of the beginning of the fight. I feel like the young boy was getting busy, getting in his chest. But at the end of the day, it was about Lomachenko's next fight.
Yes. What's your thoughts, John?
I think it was a setup for Bull. I'll be mad if I was Bull because I thought it was at least a draw or a loss.
Okay. So you don't think Lomachenko won?
No, he shouldn't have won. It should have at the most been a draw. If not, Bull I think should have won. But you know what? It's now that I'm thinking about it, it probably is a nice power move setup for them to get money going for that Lomachenko fight versus Kayne.
Right. So, young boy was undefeated too.
Yep.
But he unknown, so it could be a money grab.
Yeah, I think it's all about money now that I'm thinking about it. So it was messed up. If I was Bull, I'd be pissed.
Right.
Because you beat Bull. It should at least been a draw. You can't call it.
Listen, I will take a draw, but I don't think it was even a draw. When I heard the scores, I said, damn, they gave Young Boy. Everybody voted for Young Boy. To hear that Lomachenko won. And I'm going back and forth with my guy. And we're talking back and forth, and he's a Lomachenko guy. And he's even saying, this ain't Lomachenko fighting. So for him to not get one judge with him, it was kind of awkward. But I hear everybody saying Devin Haney came to the ring at the end of the fight. Mm-hmm. They shot their little shot, talked their little talk.
Promotion.
No cap called me an Oouuber. I don't know, Vito, you said you only seen some of the fight. To me, after watching this fight, Lomachenko don't deserve a title fight. Is that no cap? Call him an Oouuber. I don't care what he did in the past.
I'm in between because he's getting a title fight because he's a name, but he's a draw, and it's more of a money
I understand
fight.
that.
Devin Haney, even if he would have lost, Devin Haney would still rather fight him than the other guy because it's going to be a bigger paycheck.
Yeah, what I'm saying is Devin Haney need to look towards one of them other guys. Even Stevenson just came up. He in 135 now. But after watching that fight, even when you listen to Lomachenko at the end, he said, this was... When they asked Lomachenko, do you deserve a Haney fight? He said, I might need a couple more fights under my belt. I
don't think nobody's in a rush to fight Devin Haney.
Nope.
Yeah, but I mean, not just... What I'm saying is, whether you in a rush or not, what I'm saying is Lomachenko, after seeing this fight, he don't deserve this fight. That's what I'm saying. He don't deserve to go from a fight where some people going to say it should have been a draw. Some people saying that Ortiz should have won. You go from that, and Lomachenko gave him the belt after the fight.
Oh, yeah?
So in Lomachenko mind, even though they never asked him about it, in Lomachenko mind, he lost that fight too.
But do you think Tank deserved that fight? Because who the
No.
fuck? At least Lomachenko fought some guys.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where you go at now. I think you go. I think they gotta go tournament.
Yeah.
Like they did back in the day when Trinidad and B Hop and all them got
And
it.
what's the name? Ward had a tournament too.
Yeah, they gotta do tournament because you can't just put, because here's the thing. Everybody's seen Lomachenko looking bad. Everybody say Devin Haney's a paper champion. He's fighting over. So if he beat Lomachenko, everybody just gonna say, "Oh, Lomachenko was wise. He should have lost to Ortiz." That's why I'm saying he shouldn't even get this fight at all. Like Lomachenko won them last 3 rounds, but that's it to me in my eyes.
But that make a difference though. If you already the guy and you win the last couple rounds.
Yeah, that makes
a difference.
That do make a difference. But what I'm saying is that boy should have won that fight, man. Or at least, like John saying, should have been a draw. You know what I mean? I take a draw because I don't like when people go the last 3 rounds and they like really not fighting. They doing ball crap because they think they ahead. Young boy did do that.
Yeah. But I think that would have set up for a nice little rematch too. But they ain't do that. If you would have gave it a draw, I think it would.
How old is Lomachenko? I don't think he got
He in his
rematches.
30s, ain't he?
Yeah, what I'm saying is Lomachenko older than all of them. Haney, Tank, and like by years. So they know Lomachenko ain't got much to go to give him a rematch. He might get a rematch, boy, knock him out.
I think they need to change the rules of boxing. I think you should have to fight the mandatory contender that's coming up because niggas be.
But they do be having to fight mandatory
But they
contender.
don't.
But the mandatory contender be somebody you never heard of.
But they don't be fighting them guys. They be ducking guys.
Or sometimes they'll just give them the belt. But a lot of times you'll see a dude in there and Devin Haney just whipped his behind. He was a mandatory. You wouldn't even know
remember when Floyd was the champ?
Right.
How the fuck Andre Berto get the fight? Only because he beat what's the name? What's Floyd right hand?
Well, I think Floyd has something to do with that too, because Floyd was handpicking his fights.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
The top dog, ain't nobody gonna tell you no.
But that's what I'm saying. You should have to fight at least.
Yeah, but a lot of these dudes, what I'm saying is, if it's a belt that they think's not important, they'll just get that belt up.
And that what Tank doing right now though? He's like picking and choosing his fights.
Floyd, that might be Floyd.
Yeah,
might be
but
Floyd.
Devin Haney said Tank ain't got no belts. But
He don't got no, but he's picking and choosing his fights.
So how is he such a that's my thing. Tank don't got no belts.
He got the knockout power.
Tank he got knockout power, but he ain't fought nobody. Like, how y'all putting Tank as a top draw? How is he demanding all this stuff in a fight? He don't even got belts.
I seen him duck a guy who's not even like in the rankings, Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, it be like that. It be like that sometimes, man. Sometimes you just got duck and dodge. We got that going on with Earl Spence in him.
Yeah,
So we ain't get that fight yet. So I'm saying, did y'all see anything? If we get Haney Lomachenko, did y'all see anything to say Lomachenko is gonna win?
Nah. Haney jab is crazy. He got the best jab in the game right now.
Got that one.
I agree with you. What's your thoughts, people? Visiliy Lomachenko, he just won unanimous decision. Should he be in line for a Devin Haney fight? Keep it a C note. We've been anti-Semitic everywhere. We didn't cover Kanye last week, right? But we covered him the 2 episodes before that. Now we got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is facing criticism for promoting an anti-Semitic film. Boomer Esiason came out and slammed Kyrie. He said he's being a distraction. You got people saying Kyrie should be suspended. You got all type of movies. Like, keep it a C note. What's your thoughts on the whole Kyrie Irving thing?
Let me get my shit off first, John, because you might be a little long-winded on this, John. Now, when I keep hearing, first and foremost, I'm tired of hearing about this shit for one. Second of all, I actually went and looked up the meaning of anti-Semitic, and it says hostile to or prejudice against Jewish people.
Right.
The fact that it has a meaning in a dictionary strictly for the Jews, but yet and still If you look up the word nigga, it ain't gonna say hostile or prejudice towards black people.
Right.
So the fact that they went this far to give that shit a meaning, and people on records can say kill a nigga like Kanye said, but there's no problem with that, and Jews profit off of that because they have something to do with the record industry.
Right.
But y'all so fucking emotional about somebody bring up, and mind you, they're not really slandering if it's the fucking truth.
Right.
If somebody says the truth about you, it's not slander, it's not hate, it's just the truth.
Okay.
No. I totally agree. I mean, 100%. But
this your guy though, John.
Yeah,
so
I vibes with it. I don't see anything wrong, but anytime somebody tries to tell some truth about like history back then, and it's not even on a negative like condemnation or like saying anything derogative about Jewish people. You're just stating a fact of what is the history of those 12 tribes, or the history of Hebrews, or however that is in that book film. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Right. I don't at all. Anytime these guys try to speak some truth about like the history and how we came about from the 12 tribes, is always considered anti-Semitic because they don't want you to touch on it. So I know, they're definitely on to something in it. For whether you're like a Christian, like it involves you too, because it involves the Jacob and Noah and all and the 12 and the sons. So they all have a blood lineage to this. So I mean, and if you believe in that, and they described even in the Bible, you're Christian, like what the black man looked like, it's like they kind of add up. But I mean, that's not like not my thing. But I'm Bob with him though.
Let me ask y'all this though before I give my reply, because I haven't read every book and I'm not hip on everything. Mm-hmm. But what is the big infatuation and the power play with Jews? And I say that because you can't say nothing about them. You got brothers out here that saying they the original Jews. You got these people saying, what is the whole thing with the Jew? Why does everybody want to be Jewish?
I don't know why everybody wants to be Jewish, but I like the fact that what they're trying to uncover and that they're trying to get the true identity of the children of Israel. Right. And that's I think what they're trying to get out. I don't know why.
But what I'm saying is, if we get a true understanding about the children of Israel, right? Mm-hmm. Can we go over there to the real children of Israel and just take that?
This is like generations and years back.
So what I'm saying is, how did Jews get so much power? How is it that you can't say anything about them? Do you know, Vito?
Yes, the Jews are known to be in contact with a whole lot of money and properties in the record business, so nobody wants to fuck up their relationship with them guys who have relationships with them. So they're gonna say what they gotta say to keep their relationships.
I understand that part, but why are we bickering about? Because Kyrie posted the thing about blacks being the original Jews. That's what the documentary was about. Mm-hmm. So what I'm asking you is, because I'm not from any of those religions, right? So my thing is, what is the big deal that everybody, no, you not the original Jew. We're the original Jews. No, y'all not even Jewish. Like, what is the big thing about it? That's what I don't know. I'm confused. Can somebody help me?
I don't know what the big deal is either, because like I said, people say nigga all day long, disrespect black people all day long. And I take it further, disrespect Chinese people all day long.
Right.
So the fact that a certain ethnic group is so emotional about...
Not even emotional. How are they so powerful?
Yeah. Because the money.
All right. So.
But they're not the only ones with money. They can't be the only ones.
They're not the only ones with money, but at the end of the day, they're in certain positions that hold some weight.
What you want to say, John?
Because you see what Kanye, he said, like, they control the banks and what they do, control his money. He lost all that. He said that they control the media, what they do next. They cut him off from social media. They do control the stuff. I can only imagine the only thing they don't control is oil, if that. But they ain't got their hands in. They got their hands in everything. I mean, and going back to Kanye and Kyrie, I'm sorry, they just trying to speak some truth. I don't know what the big hype is, because right now I know that there's bigger issues, but at the same time, I understand when you have you actually trying to learn the true heritage of some people that actually believe that, I mean, that's big to them.
Right.
Yeah, because you lied about some people's total history.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess getting down to the nitty-gritty of that.
And you said Boomer said he should be suspended?
No, Boomer said that he's a distraction.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm glad you said that, Vito, because I want to say to Boomer Esiason, right? First of all, Brooklyn came out this season. It's only a couple games, but they're horrible so far. I mean, they do have injuries and all that, right? But every press conference so far, you want to talk about distractions? Every press conference you're asking about Ben Simmons. Mm-hmm. That's not a distraction, Boomer. Like, keep it a C-note. If you're playing with a bum, right? Because you played with bums too, Boomer Esiason. And I'm saying this respectfully. You're winning games or you losing games, and the first thing they're asking you is about this bum player. That's a distraction. That's not about basketball. That's a distraction. So for you to say that he's being a distraction with this stuff is like, nah, what you eat don't make me go to the bathroom.
And I think that they pushed him to say that. I don't know if he was mad or whatever, but at the same time, like, in that film, it uncovered some stuff.
You seen the film?
No, I did not see the
Okay.
film. I read a lot about it. I've read countless comments of people going back and forth. But I was told that it teaches about what really happened during slavery, and the schools don't mention that how the Catholic Church was involved in it, the Arabs and East Africans and Islamic traders were all involved in this trade slave, as well as in the Jewish slave ships that brought our West African Negroes or Bantu ancestors, as they say, to the ports that were owned by Jews. So, I mean, a lot of that narrates and lets everybody know who's at fault for what, and then you get a pointing of a lot of different people.
But let me ask y'all this, though, right? Because even going to mob movies, like, if you ever seen any of the mob things that's based off, like, Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegel, the one kid with them was their homie, but he was, like, a Jew, right? But he was under them. He was like always under them, so that's what I'm saying. When did they rise to power?
Listen, I know the motivation behind Boomer's comments because I just looked up the origin of the name Esiason, and it says Greek or Hebrew. So 9 to 10, we probably got some
Jewish in him.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to that. VMC is in the building today, fresh off a triple-double. Shout out to that. Speaking of Kanye, everybody cut him off. Everybody, Adidas.
Let me cut you off.
Okay.
All the dudes that was signed to Donda Sports, y'all out of pocket for leaving.
Donald.
So that's Aaron Donald, Jalen Brand. Why you say that?
Because at the end of the day, I don't think that y'all gonna get cut from what you're all doing. Y'all spot in the NFL, NBA. So the fact that y'all cutting ties with this man strictly on him speaking his opinion.
I think them boys had an ultimatum, and they had to get dropped from Kanye. If you notice how quick if those events dropped with Kanye, all his endorsements and people, it happened automatically. And if you don't think that Aaron Donald and Jaylen Brown got a phone call and said, "Yo, this is what you're going to do," that even if they thought the other way was for Kanye, they still couldn't go that way. They still.
Why not though? Why do we keep saying you can't?
You can't because that.
We got enough. Stupid. Listen, we have enough people that have money that we can all put our money together, and then every time somebody say, "Nigga, nice. That nigga, I should have blew his head off," you could charge him as anti-Semitic and get money off of it. We have people that have money.
It would be nice for us to start our own banks.
If I don't know, the average motherfucker haven't noticed when Kanye say some controversial shit, that shit be calculated because in years to come, something gonna come out of this. He was trying to get out that Adidas deal, and
he got out of it.
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people that's riding what Kanye is saying. Like, he's a genius. He came out, they wouldn't let him out the deal. He did this, that, and the third, and he can't get out. Now he's out of the deal. But then they say he go to Skechers or this place, he get kicked out. So I'm like a little confused. And I asked y'all, I said, these same brothers Because we know Balenciaga cut him off. But the black people still going to shop with Balenciaga. They're not going to stop.
Stupid.
If Kanye, because who was it? Slim Thug or somebody said they had all these acres for him free of charge if he wanted to start his own thing. If
that was the boy who got locked up. No, that's Young Thug.
Young Thug or Slim Thug?
No, Young Thug.
Kanye, y'all forget
Kanye
Kanye got all them acres in Colorado.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if Kanye puts all this stuff in somebody's house and start pressing stuff up, are these people still going to support him?
Hell yeah! One thing about them sneakers, people gonna, especially black people, gonna buy them. Chinese people gonna buy them sneakers.
Okay, what's your thoughts?
They're gonna push a narrative for us not to do it, for us not to support Kanye. Trust me, them boys.
They already pushing it.
And yup, they are pushing it there. So especially if he got his own acres of land, and he was doing his own thing. Oh, they going DEFCON 3 to fucking stop that shit.
This is my issue though. Think about what he's done for Adidas. Adidas was damn near on his way out. He made them relevant again.
And basically, they robbed.
If he slides and starts selling his shit strictly online, fuck the sneaker stores, because Foot Locker say they ain't fucking with him. If he sell this shit strictly online, he'll make a killing. He's cutting out the
middleman.
Yeah, but
you would think.
But now they stole his designs, his ideas, and now
they still ain't Yeezys.
It ain't. Yep, you're right.
Like Yeezy, you got like the Red Octobers, a motherfucker selling for thousands of dollars.
That's a fact.
Adidas ain't got nothing that's gonna sell for thousands of dollars.
That's a fact. Now, are they addicted to the name Adidas, or was it Ye that brought them in?
It's strictly Ye.
Yeah.
Strictly Ye.
It's strictly Ye.
If Ye was with Nike, like it'll be the same way.
We control. I think I heard Wild say we control cool. We are the culture. The reason why sneakers sell the way they sell is because of the athletes.
Right.
Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, guys like that. Without them guys, them sneakers. Come on, man.
Okay. You got anything else, John?
No, man, I'm done with that dude. But I mean, I still ride with Kanye. I know he got some other issues, and I mean, but there's other stuff that's way more concerning that black folks should be like really jumping
like what?
on.
Because my thing is this: we somewhere down the line we need to know who's the powers that be, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my thing. Whether it's in the beginning, the middle, or the end. Somewhere down the line, you need to know who's the powers to be. That would be my thing.
Oh, let me say this. This is my get it off my chest moment. The fact that guys would stop fucking with Kanye for saying some so-called anti-Semitic shit, which is him just speaking his mind, speaking the truth. Mm-hmm. The fact that y'all would stop fucking with him, but y'all would still fuck with Gucci after they said what they said, and still.
What did they say about Gucci?
It was some nigga shit, and then the fact that you still fuck with Prada, and Prada made a clothing line with the black face. Like, they made a turtleneck that you pull the turtleneck over your face.
And me and John talked about that. I said they would never cancel none of that.
So y'all still fuck with them, but y'all not fucking with a black man over some shit that he said, which was the truth.
And I just asked y'all, where did the power come from? Where did they get so huge? Pause, right? But the flip side to that is, when did we become so weak? Because we could beat them.
Yeah.
We could beat them, but we're so far brainwashed that everybody else is telling us that we don't see that we can actually beat them.
I got an idea. You know, a lot of people, especially black people, live off of cliches and certain sayings. So if you've been told something for so long, some motherfuckers be so brainwashed that they believe that shit. Like, for example, with the medical field, like, people of a certain age, 50s, 60s, they've been told that the doctor is law for so long that they believe anything the doctor say, even though they know doctors been experimenting on us for forever.
Right.
Like, with the holistic doctors and all, they don't believe in none of that shit.
Right.
But they'll run to the doctor quick and take all types of medicine. So at the end of the day, like, motherfuckers just go for anything, man.
What you was gonna say, John?
No, people are guppies. I mean, it's weird.
But how did we become that, though?
Because it's like I ain't gonna lie, by everything that we're doing now, by social media, by TV, anything that where it has some type of influence or anything, school. Anything that we have to actually go to is the way that they start that program. Let me ask
everybody a question, but I want to start with John. Right now, is no black person a person of color with a certain type of power that can null and void all of that? Is it? Yes, no?
It might be, but we don't know about that person. Like that.
So is nobody now that's in the game
That could do what exactly?
like actually change the game?
Oh,
like don't. What I mean is there actually a person that has the money and is not afraid and doesn't have? Do we have anybody that doesn't have the backing from?
I think it would have to be a collective. Like
it would have to be a collective. Yep.
Like guys, like main guys, Jay-Z, guys
Kanye,
like that. Kanye
and all the people that I said that don't get along.
And then
right?
we would have to invest into a system that only we get. And our problem is that we're always getting our money, and where's our money going? Right back to them. We're spending our monies in these stores where we never see that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you know who I think should be? Get a collective. And you know who I think the mouthpiece of the collective should be?
Who?
Farrakhan. A lot of black people don't like
Listen,
Farrakhan.
that's
but
my
Farrakhan talk that talk.
Shout out to you, VMC, Vito, VMC, whatever you want to be called today. You got it. You hear me? But we talk this canceling stuff. We talk this anti-Semitic stuff. But Farrakhan say whatever he want, and he get his money. How is that possible?
He got power.
Because they don't play with
But
it.
how can we get that? How can everybody else get
Because
it? Is it because these guys are entertainers? They don't have
Yeah,
it?
he's unapologetic about it, and they know what he's coming with. These other guys are, like I said, they don't want to fuck up certain relationships. That's why Kanye is now apologizing for certain shit. Farrakhan don't give a fuck about none of that. And they know this, so they can't play on that with him.
Okay, what you say, John?
No, I ride with Farrakhan. I think Farrakhan, he spoke a lot of truth about Jews, and it was never on some hateful stuff, but he spoke facts.
But why is he not canceled?
He is.
He get all his money. He do whatever he
But
want.
he's canceled off of social media. But see, he has a religious backing that.
So is the religion you think is backing?
Absolutely. I think you ain't.
But I still see his videos on social media.
People still. And just like the other boy, I still ride with Andrew Tate. They canceled him. And
you mess with Andrew Tate.
I like Andrew Tate.
What about you? You mess with him?
I'm not familiar with Andrew Tate.
I mean, I'm just not for all
That's
how
the
he
guy.
feels
Hold
about.
on, let me tell Vito. That's the guy that I sent y'all the videos where he was saying basically, poor was the control mechanism and all.
Yeah. I actually fuck with him on certain shit. He be spitting some knowledge when it comes to certain shit. I like him.
I don't agree with everything, but he was definitely spitting some truth, and I think that's why they canceled it. And they tried to make it seem like it was on some I can't even say, but on some like female issues, but it wasn't their case. It was like on the other stuff he was uncovering. I fucks with Bull.
I fuck with. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson too. A lot of people be hating on him, but I fuck with his message.
And first
too.
off, I mean, as much as I hated the Bull at first, like
What Bull?
Donald Trump.
Okay.
Did they silence that Bull because they were afraid he was going to say something he shouldn't have been saying? I think so.
Can I say this about Trump?
I think he don't play ball.
Now, he may be racist, but I feel like he's more so for the money over race. In my opinion, I feel like
He's a businessman.
Yeah, if you could bring money to the table, I don't give a fuck what color you are. Yeah. In my opinion.
Right.
But he still might be racist, but I'm just saying I feel like he's money over race.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.